Kia ora koutou katoa. Ko te wā nui o te rewa te maunga, ko nui mo te lao te iwi, ko te wā nui o te rewa te awa, kei te mahi ahau I te Drowning Prevention Auckland, ko Leilani ahau. Greetings all, my name is Leilani Fuemana and I work at Drowning Prevention Auckland and was acknowledging tangata whenua of this land. So before we begin, I want to paint a picture of New Zealand's drowning situation on a global scale. So New Zealand has the 8th highest drowning toll per 100,000 in the OECD, almost double of Australia's drowning toll, and nearly 5 times that of the UK. So this is where Drowning Prevention Auckland comes into place. We are a not-for-profit organisation and we focus on education, research and advocacy. So thank you for taking the time out to watch what we are doing to engage our newly settled New Zealanders in water safety. So on the world map, there we are, and you can see the size comparison between New Zealand and Australia. So Aotearoa, New Zealand, we are an island nation surrounded by many gorgeous waterways. In Tāmaki Makaurau, Auckland, we are one of the world's most culturally diverse cities, with over a quarter of residents identifying with one or more Asian ethnic groups. Now, we work closely with our new migrant, refugee, new settler Asian communities, such as Indian, Chinese, Korean, Middle Eastern and so on. So a problem that we face is that over a quarter of our preventable drownings are of Asian or other descent. Now, to address this issue, Drowning Prevention Auckland provides relevant programs to try and reduce this disparity. So today we will be diving into our gender-specific water competence program that was created for women. Now, so before we deliver a program, we need to make sure we are reaching the right people. So to help us engage with our New Settler and Asian communities, we use the 3 guiding principles of Te Tiriti o Waitangi, which are partnerships, participation and protection. So partnerships are around engaging with local ethnic community groups or organisations to build relationships, to set out a strong foundation of the work we are wanting to achieve together. Partnerships is all around involving the people who will be doing the program. So we want to hear them contribute ideas so we can co-create a program that can meet both of our needs. And then protection. So after participants leave our programs, we want them to be able to protect themselves from drowning, and hopefully this will filter down into their families and friends for becoming more water competent. Now, with all programs, there are barriers. Now, one specific barrier for this program is around cultural and religious considerations. So we want to remove these barriers by creating an inclusive space where women can come to our programs and where quality learning can take place. So the whole aim is to provide an inclusive drowning prevention program that meets the needs of our diverse population by creating an inclusive space for all women. So this program started in 2004 as an identified gap in health services and promotion for migrant and refugee communities, specifically around having culturally appropriate programs for women to take place in when it came to swimming and learning water safety. So we ran this program 3 times last year. This is a pool-based program which looks into the basics of swimming, such as floating, breathing, submersion, and water competencies like life jacket safety, survival floating, sea survival, aqua aerobics, etc. So a key component of the work we do is around research. So at the start of the program, we want to find out what the ladies' level water competency ability is, and then we will work on this so by the time they leave our programs, they have increased water competency, so for basic survival skills. Now we can see here in the pre and post testing that floating on the back is a key survival skill. So it was great that nearly all the women could float successfully when they left the program. Now we did a paired t-test that showed significant improvements in all of these 6 competencies. Now we get these 6 competencies from the International Drowning Prevention Model, which is just down below there as a reference. And we can see that when people leave this program, it is working because they are improving in their water competencies. Now, we also love to hear and capture the stories and voices of our women. So this is one of our participants' stories, Esther, and she has titled her piece, Keeping My Cultural Identity While Learning the New Zealand Aquatic Lifestyle. Now, Esther highlights here that it was good to both learn water safety and swimming at the same time. Her experience was so much fun and she learned so much. Now, we receive so much feedback from the women who take part in our program, and it's really enlightening to see that the women who do our programs become more empowered. For example, learning this gave me more confidence to take into other areas of my work. So women are taking ownership of their learning. They are wanting to better support their families so their kids can learn how to swim, and hopefully from this we will see a reduction in our drowning toll. So this is one program that Drowning Prevention Auckland does to engage our newly settled New Zealanders in the water safety space. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to contact me or visit Drowning Prevention Auckland's website, the information is here. Take care, ka kite, and stay safe.